Good morning, good day, or good afternoon, guys. And we are back again to explore CSS in HTML. So let's go where we left off before, and let me explain what happens here. So this thing over here is called selector. Selector just selects an element in your HTML. In our case, it selects all div elements. So if I would put another div element and put here new div, let's put a new div, save page, and just refresh it. You can see that the new div styled as well. Okay, this is selector. It selects what should be styled, and what styles should be applied is explained over here in the body of the styling. So in the body of the styling you have declarations. For example, here we have only one declaration, and it changes the color text of our element. So in our case it changes the color of the text which is placed inside any div element. And the declaration consists of a name and a value. In our case, the name is a color and the value is a red. So let us add another declaration. Let's put font and let's put font weight, and let's put bold here. So save the page. Now if you go to page, you will see that the text becomes bold. That is fine. Okay, that's fine. But I think you remember me telling in the previous tutorial that div element is a blank element and it should not have any styles then. Okay, I think you agree with me. So let me show you another way in which you can select elements. And the most preferred way to select elements for styling them is to use classes. And what class means is basically whenever you assign a class to an element, the element will be styled according to the class styles. Okay, so let me show you just in a moment. So let's have style here, plain style. Oh no, I think let's have red text, and just copy paste this again into here, and let's put here yellow text. I like yellow color, so it will be a yellow text. Now save the HTML, go to CSS, and what we should do here instead of div dot, then red, not red, but red text, and then just leave it as it is. Then copy that, go to the next line and put here yellow text. I will explain just in a moment what happens here, and put here yellow. If you did not manage to guess yet, guys, and I think that most of you did guess, but still, for those who still struggle to get the idea behind these all, let me explain you one more time. We just attached a class using the attribute of div, and now this div has an attribute class set to red text, and this div has class attribute set to yellow text. Now in our CSS we select all elements which have class being set to red text, and we denote that we select not an element red text but actually a class red text by putting a dot here. We select all such elements and apply all these styles to those elements. Then we select all elements with class yellow text and do just the same, and I just changed the text here to yellow. Let us set the page and see what actually happens. And as you can see over here, the text really become yellow. Let me increase font a little bit. Yeah, it's yellow. That's fine, guys. So now I think it's time to tell you the benefits of using CSS. So the first and most important benefit I notice always is that you can put all your styles in a separate file while your structure will be saved in HTML file. This allows flexibility, this allows reusability, this allows maintainability, because when developers create a page, they don't worry about styling it. They will do it later, or maybe someone else will do it. They just create a structure and that's all they do. So then if there is a problem which they need to fix, they will just go to structure and fix it. They won't be worried about changing the styles. That may sound a bit like not realistically for you, but believe me, that's important. Another benefit of using CSS is, of course, that you can use external CSS, not inline or internal CSS, which is transferred with HTML page, but you can use actually external CSS. So, for example, let us assume that we have a website, and when a user asks server to get the HTML for all web pages on the site, all HTML pages are transferred to the user's computer over the network, and also all the styles are transferred. And now imagine if we would have for each HTML we would have a separate CSS. That would not be very great idea, okay? Because the CSS is repetitive. If you go to any website, you will notice that the styles are in the same theme, in the same color, maybe in the same dynamic, and so on. So having all CSS in one file also helps sending files from server to the client by minimizing the amount of bytes we should transfer, because we should transfer only one file which may be applied to different HTML pages at once. So I think that is the most important benefits of CSS. Actually, I think that's boring to talk a lot about benefits of CSS, because when I was taught the CSS, it wasn't very interesting for me. I remember, like my lecturer just told me, oh, you know, there are such benefits, but I like, what? I don't understand you. I never worked with CSS. It's hard for me to get. So, oh, whoa, stop it there. But when I actually started to work with CSS, I understand the benefits, and so will you. So I think that talking about the CSS benefits in our tutorials is not that important. You will notice the benefit as time goes on. So that's all for today, guys, I think. And before you go, I will show you one more thing. Your elements can have more than one class. Let's put here second class. And all the styles from all the classes are stacked together. So let's just create a style for our second class over here. Oh, put the dot, then the class name, then open brackets. And let's put here font size. Let's increase the font size. I prefer to work very often with % when I work with sizes, because it is more convenient when we work with pixels sometimes. So let's just do that. Save this file, go to here, and as you can see, the plain paragraph text is twice as big as the new div text, and that is because we added a second class here which specified the font size for our text, which is placed in our div, which has that class. So that's definitely all for today, guys. See you later. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe, maybe leave likes and comments. That would greatly benefit me, and as a result I would produce a better content more often, and you would be a better pro at developing. But anyway, peace, guys. Be healthy. Bye bye.